Yeah, well, and I think that comes in a couple of forms, right? It comes in, hey, do we, what this article talked about, right? Are we rooted in the business value? Can we quantify it? But it's also asking yourself, is this in fact the best way of solving for this? Because that's
Right.
the other thing I'm concerned about, right? Is that, you can still check the boxes. It can still be aligned to business value, can be generating value, but it still may not be the best way of doing things. And the hard part is, it's sort of when digital transformation was in its big upswing at the beginning of the hype cycle. Everything magically became a digital transformation program because you could get funding for it because it was exciting and new and it sounded like you were doing something. And I fear that we're seeing some of the same things happen with AI initiatives right now. It's like everything is an AI initiative because it's you can move it forward and it makes you feel like you're doing something. The Fast Company article I thought was really interesting because and if you don't follow this gentleman, his name is Harry McCracken, and I love his work, and it's a sort of really grounded view of the world. And Fast Company, of course, mostly focuses on design, so not really a core tech publication. But basically, he's going on about the Notebook LM, which, by the way, if you haven't followed that, that is we should probably should have had that on the show today because it has the ability to actually it's gone viral for doing these automatic podcasts. I
Podcast.
guess it's
Yeah.
a threat to us. We don't have to do it anymore, and we just upload our articles and say go talk about it. And so it's gone viral for all that. And so he was talking about all the things that the Google Notebook LM is doing but it landed him back on saying that he's relying on these two applications, Bear and Scrivener, both of which I still use Scrivener and I've used Bear in the past,
Mhm.
that just execute well. They have a specific purpose and that's what they're focused on, and it's not also all this other stuff. And I think there's going to be a lot of things that we find that we're going to come out of this a year or two from now and go, yeah, we thought AI was going to be the answer for this, but in fact, there are better, easier ways of doing this that we don't need to spend all this money and resources on AI to accomplish that same outcome. So I think it's just a good reminder of maintaining that focus.
Yes. So before with SAP, we talked about how its Joule is supposed to help with the automation of 80% of everyday tasks. But honestly, the next generation of what we're looking for isn't just automation, but inputs and interfaces that match what we're trying to do. So giving us information in the form of a conversational podcast with, again, the Notebook LM product is pretty cool. It has these it goes back and forth with these voices that are very reasonable, very articulate, very well,
Impressive stuff.
very impressive ways of being able to describe different question and answer modes of whatever topic that you're looking at. It does that. That's the right way to be thinking about AI, not just automating a task, but doing it better and in a way that is more human and more interesting for the people who are trying to do this task.